Listen, I'm going to be completely honest with you right now. If you told me 5 years ago that the way I run meta ads would completely change by 2026, I probably wouldn't have believed you. But here's the reality. The brands that are crushing it right now with meta ads are doing things completely different than they were even 12 months ago. And in the next 15 minutes or so, I'm going to show you exactly what's working right now in my ad accounts, not theory. Not some guru BS, but actual strategies from brands spending millions of dollars a month on meta ads and seeing insane returns. By the end of this video, you're going to know the exact framework to not only survive, but absolutely dominate with meta ads in 2026. Whether you're spending $100 a day or $100,000 a day, this applies to you. So grab a pen and paper because we're about to go super deep. Now, before we dive in, let me quickly introduce myself for those who don't know me. I'm Littlejohn. I spent over $330 million on meta ads and done over $1.7 billion in meta ads attributable revenue. And I've scaled brands to 6 figures, 7 figures, and 8 figures a month. And what I'm about to share with you comes from a recent coaching call where I broke down exactly what's working right now and how it's going to impact 2026. And here's what's crazy. Most people are still running ads the same way they did in 2022 or 2023. And they're wondering why the ROAS is tanking, or their CPAs are through the roof, and why they keep hitting a ceiling and they can't scale higher. Truth is, meta has changed, the algorithm has evolved, consumer behavior has shifted, and if you don't adapt, you're going to get left behind. The good news, the brands that are adapting are seeing some of the best results they've ever seen, and I'm going to show you exactly how to be one of them. So let's start with the number one mistake I see brands making right now, and this is costing you thousands, maybe even tens of thousands of dollars every single month. You're not being ruthless enough with your creative optimization. Let me explain what I mean. Most people launch an ad and they let it run. They're like, oh, it's only been 3 days, let me give it more time. Or it got one conversion, maybe it'll pick up. No, stop, this is 2026. You cannot afford to be loose with your optimization anymore. Here's the rule. If your creative spends 2x to 3x your CPA goal, doesn't have conversions, or it's a higher CPA than your goal, or the ROAS is out of range, you pause it, period, no exceptions. Think about it like stock trading. The biggest reason people fail at day trading is because they don't follow their rules. They say, if this stock drops by 10%, I'm going to sell. Then it drops by 10% and they hold on, hoping it'll come back, and they get stuck holding the bag. The same thing applies with ads. You say you're going to pause an ad if XYZ happens, but then you don't, and you end up burning money that should have been spent on winning ads or testing new creatives. Now, I know what you're thinking, but what if I pause it and then it starts converting later and purchases show up? Great question. Here's the beautiful part. You can always turn the ad back on. If you pause an ad and a few conversions come in later, just turn it back on. But it's better to be safe than sorry. This is what I call ruthless creative optimization. And in 2026, especially if the economy doesn't improve, which by the way, you should assume it won't, you need to be ruthless. All the spend you're saving by pausing underperforming ads, that can be spent on winning ads. That can be spent on testing new creatives. And that's going to improve your blended ROAS, improve your MER, and ultimately allow you to scale. So right now, I want you to go into your ad account, look at your active ads. Are there any that have spent 2 to 3 extra CPA goal without delivering? Pause them right now. I'll wait. All right, so you're being ruthless with your creative optimization. Great. But here's the thing. You can have the best ads in the world, but if your product strategy is wrong, you're going to struggle. And I see 2 massive mistakes here. Mistake number 1, you're not dropping new products regularly. Listen, if you want to continue growing as a brand, you need to have new stuff to talk about, whether it's once a month, once a quarter, you need to be dropping new products. Why? Because new products give you a reason to market. They give you something exciting to talk about. They show your customers that you're growing, that you're investing in new stuff, and that you care about them. And here's the thing, Meta rewards you for this. When you have completely new content talking about something completely new, the algorithm favors you versus you talking about the same product over and over and over again. Now here's the caveat, don't over order. I see brands make this mistake all the time. They create a new product, they order a ton of inventory, and then it doesn't sell. And now they're stuck with all this inventory they can't get rid of. It's okay to sell out. In fact, it's good to sell out. It shows social proof, it shows demand, and then you can do a restock campaign, which is another reason to market. So start small, test the product, sell out, then reorder if it's a winner. Mistake number 2, you're advertising losing products. This is huge. You cannot advertise products that don't sell well. I don't care how much inventory you have. I don't care if you need to move it. If you advertise a losing product, you're just going to burn money period. Focus on your best sellers, focus on products you know people like, because no matter how good your ad is, if people don't like the product, they're not going to buy it. And here's a pro tip: focus on higher priced products for new customer acquisition. Why? Because it allows you to take a higher CPA and you're attracting a higher value customer. Think about it. If you advertise a hoodie and someone buys it, they might also buy a t-shirt. But if you advertise a t-shirt, they're probably not going to also buy a hoodie. People buy down. They typically don't buy up. So for net new customers, advertise your higher priced products or bundles. This is going to increase your average order value, improve your customer LTV, and allow you to spend more on ads. All right, so let's talk about creative formats, because this is where a lot of people are leaving money on the table. Right now, Meta is favoring short videos and GIFs. I'm talking 7 to 8 seconds or less. And when I say favoring, I mean you're getting insanely good CPMs, insanely good cost per reach, high click-through rates, low CPCs, all of that. Why does this matter? Because if your CPMs are normally $20 and now they're $10, you can literally reach double the amount of people for the same price. That's huge. So here's what you need to do. Start testing short form video content, 10 seconds or less, and GIFs now. Now here's the thing, this might change in 6 months. Meta might start favoring something else. So you need to have your ear to the streets. You need to be constantly testing and seeing what's getting you the most favorable metrics. But right now, in December 2025, short videos and GIFs are crushing and should be crushing into early 2026. Now beyond that, you also need to get all ad types working. Videos, statics, carousels, dynamic product ads, GIFs, short videos, long videos. The biggest brands in the world have cracked all of these, and that's how they scale. Most people get stuck because they only have 1 or 2 ad types working. But if you can get all of them working, you're going to have so much more inventory to scale with. So start with one, get it working, then move to the next, and keep building. All right, now let's talk about something that's not technically meta ads, but it's going to massively impact your meta ads performance: email and SMS. Here's the reality: the better your email and SMS marketing is, the better your meta ads are going to perform. Why? Because you're increasing your return customer rate, you're increasing your LTV, and that allows you to spend more on meta. It's a flywheel. But here's the problem: most brands are inconsistent with their email and SMS. They send emails when they feel like it, or they only send emails when they have a new product or collection drop. That's not going to cut it. You need a consistent schedule. Every Tuesday and Thursday, or every Tuesday, whatever it is, pick a schedule and stick to it. Your email list needs to know when to expect emails from you. Just like YouTube creators who post every Tuesday and Thursday, it builds engagement. Now beyond that, you need to optimize your email and SMS flows. Go into your email account right now, look at your flows, which emails are performing, which emails are not. If an email in your flow has a low click-through rate or low conversion rate, either improve it or replace it. And here's another pro tip: look at your campaign emails from this year. Were there any that crushed? Take that email and add it into one of your flows. You don't need to recreate a brand new email. You already have emails that worked, just repurpose them. And then expand your flows. Do you have a cross-sell flow, a replenishment flow, a birthday flow, a purchase anniversary flow? These are all opportunities to increase your customer LTV. And here's the goal: you want to get your return customer rate to at least 30%, ideally 40%. If you're below 30%, you're leaving money on the table. And if you're above 40%, you should be spending more money on cold traffic meta ads. But when you're in that 30 to 40% range, your blended ROAS is going to be sitting pretty, and you're going to be able to scale your meta ads like crazy. Now let's talk about one of the most underrated strategies for scaling meta ads: whitelisting. If you're not familiar with whitelisting, it's when you run ads through someone else's account, usually an influencer or creator, even through your founder's account. And it works because it gets you into new audience pools. It's like unlocking a whole new segment of people who have never seen your brand before. Now here's the strategy: find small niche specific influencers or creators who get strong organic views. I'm not talking about people with millions of followers. I'm talking about people with 10 to 50,000 views on their content and under 5,000, 10,000 followers. For a small creator, that's huge, and it shows they know how to make content that resonates. So here's what you do: reach out to them, ask for the rates for content plus whitelisting access. They're going to give you a rate, and then you lowball them. You say, "I'm a startup brand. This is all we can afford. Does this work for you?" And 90% of the time, they're going to say yes. Now here's the key: only ask for 30 days of whitelisting to start, because you don't know if they're going to be a winner yet. But when you find a banger, and trust me, you'll know when you find a banger, then you can pay more and extend the whitelisting agreement. This strategy alone can take you from 1 million a month to 2 million a month. I've seen it happen. So if you're not doing whitelisting yet, this needs to be a priority for 2026. Now let's talk about campaign structure, because this has changed a lot in the last year. Right now, 2 campaign types are performing really well: winning ads, flex campaigns. This is where you take all your winning ads, your proven winners, winners, and you run them together in a flexible ad format campaign. You keep your statics together, your videos together, and you run them as single ad sets. This has been crushing during Q4 and is going to crush in 2026. Next is value optimization campaigns. Now, most campaigns are optimized for conversions, meaning Meta is trying to get you the cheapest conversions possible, but value optimization campaigns are different. The algorithm is trying to get you the highest value purchase. It doesn't care as much about the CPA, it cares more about the ROAS. And I abandoned these campaigns for a while after iOS 14.5, but recently, literally Q4, they've started to work again. The key here is you only give these campaigns your winning ads. Don't test new stuff in value optimization, only give it proven winners. And when it works, it's going to get you higher value customers, which means higher ROAS and higher LTV. So if you haven't tested value optimization campaigns recently, this is something you need to add to your 2026 strategy. Last thing I want to talk about, your ICP and customer personas. Here's the reality. Generalist ads are going to cap you. You can only get so far with ads that speak to everyone. If you want to reach unique people and scale past where you are now, you need to make ads for specific customer personas. Let me give you an example. Let's say you sell custom rugs. You can make a generalist ad that says get custom rugs for your business. Or you can make an ad specifically for barbershop, or specifically for gym, or specifically for law offices. Which one do you think is going to perform better? Be specific one every single time. Because when someone sees an ad that's speaking directly to them, they're way more likely to engage and ultimately convert. So here's what you need to do. Map out your top 5 to 10 customer personas and then create ads specifically for each one. Yes, it's more work, but it's going to unlock a whole new level of scale. All right, so let's recap everything we just covered. Number 1, be ruthless with your creative optimization. Pause ads that spend 2 to 3 extra CPA goal without delivering. Number 2, drop new products regularly and focus on your best sellers and don't advertise losing products. Number 3, lean into the creative formats Meta is favoring right now. Short videos, 10 seconds or less, and GIFs are crushing it. Number 4, get your email and SMS dialed in, consistent schedule, optimize flows, and aim for 30 to 40% return customer rate. Number 5, start whitelisting with niche micro influencers and do founder whitelisting. Number 6, test winning ads, flex campaigns, and value optimization campaigns. And number 7, create ads for specific customer personas, not just generalist ICP ads. If you implement even half of these strategies, you're going to see a massive improvement in your Meta ad performance in 2026. Now, here's my challenge to you. Pick one thing from this video and implement it this week. Just one. Don't try to do everything at once. Just pick one thing and take action. And if you found this video valuable, do me a favor, subscribe and drop a comment below and let me know which strategy you're going to implement first. Last thing, if you're looking for a mentorship on how to execute all of this in 2026, hit the link in the description to learn more about my program Meta Ads at Scale, where I help brands hit their first 6, 7, and 8 figures in revenue. Now let's go crush 2026. I'll see you in the next video.